Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with another flight of my favorite SEMA X5C clone, the FY326 Q7. Why is this my favorite? Well, out of all the clones, I feel that this one is the absolute best flyer, excellent flyer, and on top of that it has a 150 meter range. You can't beat that. But one thing I wanted this quadcopter for was to carry my 808 keychain camera like my X5C can do very easily. But every time I tried to fly this 808 keychain camera, RF interference, radio frequency interference from this camera would cause a loss of a reduction in the amount of range I was getting out of the quadcopter. Instead of it being able to fly it fully out to 150 meters out to that pylon off in the distance, I would only make it about halfway to about 70 meters or so. To counter that, what you see I've done here today, and this is just an experiment I'm doing today, I put some aluminum foil in between the camera and the quadcopter case, hoping to block any RF signal from this camera from the antenna, which I have poking out of the top of this quadcopter, by the way. That's another modification I've done to this quadcopter, is I've taken its antenna, poked a little hole in the top of the fuselage case using a hot paper clip so that I could extend the antenna fully out vertically out of the quadcopter. Now keep in mind that this foil will also can block and will block the signal from my transmitter too. So there is a potential here that if it does work well, blocking the signal from the camera, and I'm flying away, if I fly it away at a certain angle, I might block the signal from the transmitter, so this could also cause a reduction in the range of the quadcopter. But that's what I want to find out today. If it is an issue, I'm going to try something different in a future video, maybe lowering the camera farther away from the camera body to create more distance to lower that RF interference. But this is today's experiment, just to see how well foil can improve the range to the quadcopter. Again, remember, without this foil, I've done previous flights, I only make it halfway to that pylon. Let's see if I can make it all the way to that pylon today. So hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, the quadcopter is on, the camera is on and recording, turning on the transmitter, binding it to the quadcopter, and away we go. Trimming it up a little bit, got a little bit forward flight. Let's see if we can make it to the pylon. Or how far can we go before we drop from the sky? Well, what do you know? There we go. Okay, I only made it, well, that was pretty darn far. That was close to 100 meters. That was farther than I was going before. So yeah, it kind of does work. Now, the next concern that I got is what about flying overhead? Will that block the signal when flying overhead? Well, guess not. It seems to be working. I'm good. I'm making it out to about 100 meters, folks. I went down to the far end of that field. That was about 100 meters when I went down there, when it dropped. Let's see if I can make it out to 100 meters again. Okay, I'm about 100 meters right now. So it does work, but it does block the signal a bit. Let's go up and climbing and rotating. There, now I can use my 808 with this quadcopter. Overhead. That's its altitude right there. That's the maximum altitude I could get with it, with that foil. About 100 meters. So great, now I can use this quadcopter as a camera bird, which was one of my desires. Just put a little bit of foil, folks, between the camera body and the camera, and that reduces that RF interference. Seems to be a nice steady flyer for this camera. We'll see after I edit this video. see how this video came out. But yeah, I'm getting the range that I wanted. So for $26 with the coupon, again, this quadcopter is hard to beat. This still is the best bag for my buck, or bag for your buck in my opinion, folks. If you want a good cheap quadcopter, this is it. Wow, I'm way out there now because I'm flying horizontal. I know I'm out at 150 meters now. I'm not pointing it away from the transmitter, so that's why it wasn't blocking the signal that time. Wonder how the jello situation is with this quadcopter. We'll find out. Again, I'm out at 150 right now. Better come back in because I'm way out there. Come in and come down. I'm up high too. Climbing. As I climb, I'm doing a slow rotate. Nice slow rotate that this quadcopter can do. I like that. If you can do a slow rotate, you get a nice pan. Climbing until it. Okay, I'm getting a little high. I better come down. Okay, I think I've achieved my objectives. It works, folks. Fantastic. Love the FY326. No better quadcopter for your money, again. And that, now that you can combine it with a 808 keychain camera, I've shown you can combine it with an 808 keychain camera. This should be a big seller. I love this quadcopter. Okay, Quadcopter 101 signing out, turning off my camera. Camera is off. I still got battery power left on this quadcopter. Let me turn off the camera. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, turn off the camera. Holding on the button. I wanted to show something real quick before we end this flight. Somebody asked, can this thing flip? I don't know if there's enough battery power, but let's find out. Pressing the flip button. Yes, it can. The flip button is this button right here. Whoever asked that question, you press down on it, and yes, it can flip. Left flip, right flip. That's for that fellow who asked, can the 326 flip? Of course they can flip. They all can flip. Okay, that's battery power is getting low now and doesn't want to flip anymore. But yeah, all quadcopters these days have a flip feature. I can't think of one that doesn't. So, of course it can flip. Okay, Quadcopter 101. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Signing out.